Hey there, Creative Team. It's Peter here, back for, well, it was meant to be a Tuesday tip, but since this video is being delivered on a Thursday, we'll call it Thursday Thoughts. So this video is going to be a bit different. We are dedicating this video specifically to human design because I wanted to take some time to deliver the human design profiles for the team, at least for the ones that have submitted their profile types, because since human design has come into the picture, I feel that it is an extremely interesting and also very uncanny type of technology that is proven, is scientifically proven. There are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people who are using it and implementing it into their lives. And also into their businesses, given that it has a business component called BG5. So I couldn't help but just adopt this into what we're doing here. I think it would be extremely beneficial. First of all, I feel that every person is a very important pillar into a business or in any business. And number two, when they have that understanding for themselves, then what that does is it also benefits everybody, because then we have an understanding of how people actually work and we can facilitate things a lot more effectively. So I'm going to go through the four human design types, and then we'll also go through something called the profiles, and then I'm going to go through three examples of our team members that have sent them through. So thank you, Devi, and also thank you, Bud, and also thank you, Yas, for sending those through. Okay, so the four human design types, first of all. Okay, so first up we have the generators, which include generators and also another type of generator called the manifesting generators. So generators are essentially the get shit done type, essentially. They are the worker bees, they are the builders of the system. The world would not be what it is without the generators, because they really are what help to move things forward. We have two generators on our team. Bud, that's you, and Jevi, that's also you. So thank you so much for being here. So we'll also talk about the generator's signature and also your not self theme. So it's a generator's signature is satisfaction. Satisfaction, very simple. So as long as the generator has satisfaction, then they are good to go. This is according to human design. So that is satisfaction in their life, satisfaction in the workplace, satisfaction in their personal relationships. That is their signature, and that is what they want in life. And now the not self theme for the generators is frustration. So anytime a generator is off track, they would be feeling frustrated. So my advice to the generators: whenever you're feeling frustrated, just stop, look at what track you're going down, and just look at what the other side of that is. If you went in the other direction, what would that be? Because normally you would be feeling frustrated if you are off track or going in the wrong direction. So as you're going throughout the day, just always do a self check-in. How you're feeling? Are you feeling satisfied, or are you feeling frustrated? If you are feeling satisfied, then great. Obviously, keep on going so you can keep that feeling of satisfaction. But if you are feeling frustrated, then that's really a time where you want to just pause, reflect, and then look at why and look at what you're doing, and assess if there's anything else you can be doing or going in another direction towards that satisfaction signature. Alrighty, so the next human design type are the projectors. Now, projectors are the 20% of the population. Projectors are basically here to help guide the generators. So projectors would be working with manifestors hand in hand, and essentially taking the plans and communicating them to, or projecting them to, the generators, so that the generators can actually just make that happen. So let's talk about the signature and also the not self theme for projectors. So the signature for projectors is success, and the not self theme is bitterness. So very easy. projectors are here to be successful, to have success. And when they're not having that success, then they are feeling bitter. So very simple, projectors, and we have one on our team. Yes, that's you. So when you are not feeling successful and you're in that bitterness moment, if you might be feeling that, very simple, just like the generators or any type, just pause, reflect, look at why you may not be feeling successful, and really look into what you can be doing differently. Assess the other situation, looking backwards or just around your perimeter, and see what could you be doing differently. And then there are the manifestors. So manifestors make up 9% of the population. Manifestors, signature, and also not self-theme. The signature for manifestors is simply peace. And the not self-theme for manifestors is anger. And we have one manifestor on our team, and guess who that is? Oh, that's me. What a surprise. My signature is peace. When I came across this profile, I not only resonated with it, but I was like, yeah, this pretty much confirms, at least for me, how relevant human design is. And that's actually what inspired me to get more deeper into it. So for any other manifestors, if you ever join our team, as mentioned, the signature is peace. So it's essentially anything that we would be doing in life, anything that the manifestors are working toward in life, is really just to create peace around them, within their community, within their workplace. One of the ways is by helping to inform people of who they are and why they're here, and getting everybody in the right spot so that there can be a lot more harmony in whatever capacity that they're working in. The not self theme is anger. So if something is not going correctly, if there's any kind of resistance or distractions, then it is easy for the manifestor to fall in that angry type of mode. I think I'm quite good at managing my anger. I think it's very important to be able to do that, but that doesn't mean that a manifestor is not going to feel that anger. So when that anger is felt, then it's best for the manifestor really just to assess that situation. What are they doing? Where are they going? Is that the correct direction to be going to? Or can that manifestor be looking at somewhere else to be productive, or to take the team, or just to work towards creating, just so that we can get to that peace signature. Okay, and the last type is the reflectors. So reflectors are only 1% of the population. I actually haven't personally met a reflector yet. I think they would be very interesting to meet. The signature for reflectors is surprise. Apparently they just like to be surprised. Like, oh, wow. Oh yeah, that's so interesting. So they live to be surprised, apparently. And their not self-theme is disappointment. So when you meet a reflector, if reflectors are basically kind of assessing the situation of what all the types are creating, and so it's ideal to make the reflector feel surprised in a good way. And if we're off track, then that might lead the reflector to being disappointed. So I'll just give you a metaphor. I'm gonna give you a couple of them. The first one is if we are, say, for example, building a civilization. Okay, you would have the manifestor essentially draw up the plans and start working with the reflectors, first of all, to assess, but also working with the projectors so that the projectors can basically communicate the information to the team, and the team being everybody, especially the generators, who are really towing the line and building the civilization. And then you would have the the reflector come and just reflect everything back and assess the situation and hopefully be pleasantly surprised. So that's just a funny little metaphor. So not all generators, manifestors, projectors, reflectors, they're not all the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at Jevi and Bud's and also Yas's profile here and tell you why they're different. So this is different, first of all, because we have something called the profiles themselves. So there's profiles from 1 to 6, and each of us have 2 of those within us. Okay, so Jevi, you're actually a 4-6 profile, which is the same profile as me, except I'm a manifestor and you're a generator. So I'm going to read to you what a 4 profile line is and also what a 6 line is. So the 4th line is the opportunist. The 4th line is the line of opportunity. To be an opportunist is natural for the 4th line, and the opportunity lies within its circle of relationships. The more people you know, the more opportunities that are possible as a 4th line being. So definitely about opportunity. And then you're also a 6th line. So the 6th line is the role model. Simply put, the 6th line embodies the qualities of leadership and trust. So you have that opportunist aspect, and then you also have this role model aspect, like I do. So these are very just basic overviews of the profiles, just to start you guys on your journey. And then I'm going to give you more resources that you can read, because human design is such an elaborate subject, because it combines so many different modalities. There's so much information, which is very, very just potent information that I find super valuable. I would recommend that you guys get into it if you're interested. All right, so up next is Bud. So Bud, you are a 1-3 profile, so that you are a 1-3 generator, which is really cool. So 1s are essentially the investigators in life. So you might be very curious, I imagine. Lots of it is about introspection, and I'll just give you some information on the 1 and also the 3. So the theme of the line of 1 is introspection. This is to study, to dig into things, to find out whether something is really solid or not. This is the nature of the first line. Okay, and then you have the 3rd line as well. So the 3rd line is the martyr. And it's not like a negative martyr, as some people tease. It's something else. So the 3rd line is of trial and error. The moment that you see a 3rd line in your profile or in your design, you have to recognize that your role in this life, that is your movement in this life, is about discovery. It's about trial and error, and it means, because you're here to discover what does and does not work, that you can end up feeling very uncomfortable unless you understand your capacity. So having those 2 combined, you have the investigator, and then you have the martyr, which is really about trial and error. It sounds like your life is really all about experience and, just finding where your signature, that is, of course, satisfaction, where that lies. All right. And then yes, your profile is a 2-4 profile. So you are a 2-4 projector. So I'll read to you, what a 2 profile is and also what a 4 profile is. So 2 is the 2nd line, that is the hermit. The 2nd line is different. It is binary, it is polarity, if you will, to the 1st line. So where the 1st line studies and needs to find a foundation, the 2nd line is natural. It's a natural in the sense that there are gifts inherent in it that can be called out. And then you also have that 4, that 4th line, like Jevi and I do, and that's that opportunist, where you're open to opportunity. So the 4th line is the line of opportunity, once again. To be an opportunist is natural for the 4th line, and the opportunity lies with its circle of relationships. The more people you know, the more opportunities that are possible as a 4th line being. So yeah, there are up to 6 different types. All of these make up around a dozen different pairs. And again, this is all just very basic information. Every single human design type has so many different bits of data, from determining what your ultimate purpose is in life, which I think is very fascinating, and then to what your actual style of work is. Is it at a desk? Is it in a team? Is it within the community? Also, even down to what you would be doing as far as a role. Is it more of a CEO type? Is it the entrepreneurial type as well? And so I would like to invite you guys to just take a further look into your human design. I'll post some links down below so that you guys can just read a bit more on your basic types from there, and then a bit more into I would dive a bit more into the actual profiles as well. So that's going to be your numbers, and just keep it very basic. And then if you are more interested in it, then you can arrange readings with some certified coaches and practitioners of human design. So, alrighty, I think that's it for now, but we'll keep this as a topic, and then the more information that I find, the more I'm going to keep relaying it back to the team. So keep your profiles handy that we have run, and I will just give you guys information as I receive it, essentially. Oh, and one quick announcement as well. So this is actually going to be the last video for a while. So I'm actually in the process of restructuring our entire marketing, which includes the front-facing marketing strategy for the outside, as well as the internal strategy here. So it's going to be a few weeks for us to re-strategize. I have limited time in order to do this, and so when I record these videos here, that's the time that I need in order to work on the strategy. So gonna buy us some time here, but as soon as we are ready with the next chapter of our internal marketing, then I will let you guys know. So thanks very much once again, and I will chat with you guys soon.